What's going on, everybody? It's me, Shane. I'm here to give you my review for Spy Family. This is season 3, episode 42, the mommy friend scheme. Before I go any further, please, I got a scheme, I got a plot to make it to the top, but it involves you hitting that like button, subscribing, and hit the notification bell so you can be notified of more reviews like this. Part of the plan also includes you visiting my Patreon link right there in the description. Whatever you choose to donate will be graciously appreciated. So this was a very fun episode, and it feels like a building block. It feels like there's going to be more things that come out of this than we will realize. And funny enough, the title of this episode technically was made up by Loid. But we'll get to there in a minute. I regret to inform you, we are going to go in order here because... well, it's going to make more sense that way, right? But what is the basis of this episode? The basis of this episode starts with Yor telling Anya that she's going to go to the department store. Do you want anything? And Anya's funny self is like, I want tea snacks that I got, the same tea snacks I got from Sensei. And I love how she's a little kid. She's not going to know what type of tea snacks you had. But we do get another funny moment where she says, oh yeah, second son said he was going to bake me a cake and he didn't. The cake was a lie. Shout out to Portal. If you know, you know. And, you know, the whole time, again, everyone, and I do mean everyone's happy that Anya and Damien are getting better along. They're getting along better. You know, Loid for his obvious reasons. And we'll find out some other ones for dubious reasons. Also a funny part is while they're talking about, because you were talking about getting cakes and stuff for her, Bond is thinking about when she was cooking and he got sick and he fell over. Just that whole flashback scene, him having PTSD is, I mean, it shouldn't be funny, but it is funny. And most of the time when Yor's heading to the department store, we're getting a better look into her mind, right? She was worried, you know, that since she taught Anya the punch. And I wonder how far in between, like now in season 3 to season 1 when she first started school, how much time has passed between there? It feels like it's under a year, if I'm gonna be honest. But she was worried because she taught Anya the punch. Remember, she punched Damien in the entrance ceremony. He had it coming. And, pardon me, this whole time she wants to work harder as a mom because both Loid and Anya are working hard. She doesn't know where to go to get these things. And when she sees neighbors, and neighbors call to her, you know, oh, Miss Forger signs. And she's thinking, oh, I'll ask them. And in her mind, she goes, oh, they're going to be suspicious if I ask them because I should already know. And just books it. The hilarity ensues. But I like, after this, she's like contemplating. She's like, why can't I be, like, I want to be normal. You know, well, what is normal? Like, just like how do you learn normal? Is it like a thing based on your parents? And you can tell she's thinking about her and Yuri's upbringing. Because she also heard some kids talking about new store in Linden. And right when she's getting ready to get down on herself, she's like, nope, can't lose hope. It's not like she say Yoru. Is her name Yor or Yoru? Because Yoru would make sense, but Yor is also unique. And of course, gotta get some of them screen caps, some of those lovely screen caps. And of course, she makes it to the department store, and I'm still astounded that in this Japanese dub. Oh, by the way, they added Bond here. It's about damn time. They finally added him to there. All this is in English. I'm just going to zoom in. This big ass teddy bear literally says Giant Bear. I love that. And we get hilarity at the mall. Like, she walks past the makeup section. You know, she thinks that eyeliner is a type of weapon. She's like, no, gotta be normal. She's like, sorry, I'm not interested in weapons. Can you tell me where some cake is or like snacks and stuff? And the woman tells her, but then the woman goes, wait a minute, did she say weapons? And hilarity. Wait, so yeah, question mark. Something about the art style of this anime, at least in well, I've always liked it, but I've come to appreciate it more. Now I'll point out, like, especially with the faces, I get it in, the artist's style. There will be what we call same face, but Tetsuya here, he works really hard to have different shapes. Even if someone's face is literally like a rectangle or a square, I like that the faces look different for the most part. So while she's coming down, a lady's coming up with an obvious butler carrying stuff that they can't, too much boxes they can't see. And as this woman is about to fall backwards, trying to move forward, Yor comes in, quick pulls her upwards, and then does her Yor thing. We saw her do this episode. When did we meet Yor? Episode 3? Like when she caught the dishes with her kung fu legs. And she does this. And again, when she thinks that she's overdoing it, and this woman's like, oh, you're athletic, you're awesome. Hey, and Yor's like, well, she's the woman's like, come with me. Yor's like, well, I'm supposed to get snacks. She's like, oh, you can have anything from those, but you can have all those boxes if you want, the ones that she is holding. She's like, yeah, I went and got snacks. And her butler also, asked Yor to please allow them to thank her properly. And they exchange names. Yor tells her full name, Yor Forger. She's like, Melinda. Well, I believe she eventually told her she's Melinda. And now they're going to play volleyball. And again, everything. I love that these suits are in English. The logos are in English, and Yor's just as surprised as we would be. She's like, wait, how am I in this uniform now? Her hair looks almost looks green here, but here looks green, but it's blackish gray if I zoomed in. And so there's this mom league, and this is what I mean by faces here. These are all moms, by the way. You notice how, like, her hair is different. Her face is a little bit more sharper. Hers is, like, a little bit more rounded. Like, I appreciate the fact that the artist here tries to do different facial types. So, they are called Lady Patriot Society. I do not like that name. Reminds me of some real life stuff, especially with that word patriot. But anyway. It's a Moms Volleyball League. They're going against some Berlin ladies from the North District. They always lose. And so you're supposed to be the helper, but she's never played like team sports. So Melinda's going to explain to her the rules, and then they're going to play. And Yor takes this shit. She takes things very seriously. Like this. Hold on. Wait. That's the killer look. That's the killer look right there. And Yor's fast enough and strong enough to, when a ball is spiked, go up, hit the ball high, jump up and smack the ball. Can't do that. That's against the rules. You can't touch the ball twice in a row. In volleyball, I learned something in this. She also rushes over to service the ball back to the other side. Again, that is against the rules. I did not know that as well, because you got to let somebody else take it. And while Yor is wondering she's messing up for all the wrong reasons, Melinda says, hey, just have fun. Like, I invited you here to have fun. I know I called you our helper, but, she wanted to have fun. And Yor was thinking, well, I thought it'd be rude if, you guys did anything because you wanted me to help. And with how tightly wound up Yor is, I like that towards the end of this whole lady society thing, Melinda's telling her, hey, ease up, and she's laughing, jovial, nice lady. Can't wait to get into who Melinda actually is. But the hilarity, it ensues. Like, Yor reduces her power by just using one finger to return the ball. And she lightly taps the ball, and it makes like a light flash when it hits the net, and the ball goes into outer space. Literally, the ball goes into outer space. Yor just really, she should have been a guest character in Street Fighter 6 instead of a costume because she would have fit right in there. But the women lost, but they had fun. And yours, she's thinking she held them back, but no, the other women are like, hey, those North District girls, they were shaking in their boots. They were scared. I would be scared facing your in anything. Ping pong, arm wrestling, tic-tac-toe. I would not want to face her. And so we get into the talks about marital status, children. Yes, I'm married, but I'm a stepmom. And they're like, that's why you're always worried about everything. And even Melinda rightfully calls it out, she goes, you're the type of person that worries a lot about what other people think. And when she's saying, I'm wondering what is normal. And other ladies go, yeah, my kids, I birthed my kids, yet I still don't even know how to communicate with them. It's something that all mothers, all parents, families go through, right? And so she's invited by Melinda into their society. So we are a society. And she's telling her to lighten up because yours like, I will learn everything from you. Just like, chill, lighten up, your. Which is, I had to capture this. You gotta love the good subtle animation where this woman goes, oh yeah, I meant to tell you my kid got a 4th Trinitis bolt. And Yor goes, Trinitis bolt? Are they from Eden College? Hey, you got a kid there? Yeah, 1st year. Oh, just like Melinda. What class? Class 3. Oh wow, isn't Melinda in your kid? And she's like, you're Forger. I recognize that name now. I didn't get a chance to fully introduce myself. My name is Melinda. And this is like a villain intro here. She's like, my name's Melinda. Melinda Donovan. Dun, dun, dun. And it feels like like you're meeting a villain. She has those like golden yellowish eyes. Very beautiful character, like very beautiful woman, but she has those eyes. Because when you're gonna see a picture later of her and yours side by side, because yours eyes are like kind of like the half oval, and Melinda's like the almond, like an almond shape. And just the way she's looking at her, even yours says, yeah, she's nice, but she has like a mysterious aura about her. Indeed she does. Because she is obviously the wife of Donovan Desmond, the mother of Damian Desmond, and whoever Damian's older brother is. Wife of the National Unity Party's leader. Also the former First Lady, because remember, Donovan was the former Prime Minister. Conservative. And we're getting all this extra information because yours finally home talking to Loid about it. And it's so funny. She remembers Anya punching Damian. Now, here's the thing. She wasn't there. But she says, yeah, even my husband just saw it as a tiff between two children. And she's like, it's fine. And Yor is like profusely apologizing, right? And I'm like this woman's scared. She gives scary vibes. By the way, her earrings, I think, are the symbol of them. Like that triangle thing right there. I think that might be their symbol. But when Yor keeps going, I'm sorry. She's like, I told you, stop it. It does not matter. Like that's serious. That's serious face. That like, there it is. I'm telling you it's fine. It doesn't matter at all. And one lady was like, yeah, the Desmonds have a hands-off policy with their children. And now she's more interested in Yor now that she knows that she's that silly child's mother. And I'm like, could it be that she actually was upset about it? Like hearing that her baby boy got punched in the face? I don't know. Because this show is very much, nothing is in black and white. Outside of her husband kind of looking like a, the dude with the mustache, kind of what he looks like. But they're telling you're lucky. Melinda doesn't usually invite people who she doesn't know into the society, especially since she used to be the first lady. Now, here's the funny part. Yor did not know this. She did not know who she was. And even Melinda admits later on, the reason why she didn't hesitate to invite her is because she didn't know who she was. As a matter of fact, Melinda goes, I lied. I actually didn't forget to fully introduce myself. I just chose not to, since Yor did not know who she was. Yor thought her being the first lady means that she wanted to be first in everything. And we get for Yor and Anya to not be like blood related, they are so similar with their funny ways of thinking. I'm the first woman ever born. That's so funny. Like, Yor, how can she be that when? Never mind. But go through this. So I gotta go back to what Loid was saying. She gives, I forgot to turn that off. She gives Yor ride home, right? Because they've been out all day. And she said, so, I heard from someone that Damien's getting, he's doing pretty well. Is he getting along with your kid and with Anya? And Yor's like, yeah, Anya speaks very, highly of him whenever she comes. She's been speaking highly of him lately. And she has this funny look, like she's sweating. The lip is kind of curled a little bit right there. And then she has this look. Like, this is... So, is it that she actually does care? Is she nervous? Is she happy that her son has friends? She's like, I hope they will stay friends. Now, our boy Loid, we saw his backstory starting 3 episodes ago, right? And his whole deal is, is this a coincidence? Like, this wife of National Unity Party leader. Is this actually a coincidence? Like, this couldn't be a coincidence, right? Like, did Yor set this up? And he thinks like Yor set it up to talk to her, because he's like, this is a once in a million chance. And I'm sitting there like, bro, you are literally overthinking this, because this is like a coincidence. Now, of course, Anya hears his thoughts, and Anya goes, oh man, Anya asked Mama to go and get some snacks, and she ends up getting confronted by this lady. And Yor's like, I wasn't confronted. It's so funny. But Anya with the layup assist. Good thinking, Anya. You don't want him suspicious of your mom, who you love, who's also an assassin that you know, but he doesn't know. And so Loid's like, yeah, we researched Yor's background over and over again, and given how she's acting right now, there's no way that she orchestrated this. And my thing is, yeah, you looked in her background, but y'all don't know she is an assassin. And it's funny because her group, the Garden, they wouldn't have figured out like that you're Twilight. It's interesting. It's interesting. Again, it's Mr. Is it Mr. and Mrs. Smith? Yeah, not Mr. and Miss. Mr. and Mrs. Smith vibes going on here, right? Still doesn't know she's a cool ass killer. Okay. Again, he's thinking, well, maybe Melinda is the one that planted this. Maybe Donovan, because we're getting flashbacks from season 1 now. Maybe Donovan was actually upset that Anya punched him. And he's like, again, way overthinking this. Maybe he had him trailed from their first meeting, and he thought he was just want to keep an eye on him. He's like thinking of these scenarios, not all these scenarios, but thinking of these scenarios. And Anya's getting dizzy from the overload of his thoughts, because he's like literally going over and over again. Well, maybe he did this because he wanted to put pressure on the Forgers because of what happened here, or maybe he's suspicious of this and XYZ and a third. And Yor basically asked permission, because you're like, hey, can I hang out with them again? Because I was invited to hang with the Ladies Patriots Society. She wants to learn from them how to blend in a little bit normally, blah, 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 blah. And I like this subtle moment when she's asking this semi-serious thing, how serious they look. And Loid basically goes like, you don't need to learn how to be normal. Normal is different for every family. But I think you should go because you don't get a chance to hang out with your friends a lot. And he kind of masks that caring because she was kind of blushing and whatnot, but he masks that caring because he says, I'm sure, this fake marriage and everything built up a lot of stress. We get this cute little picture here. Love it. Love cute Anya. But he hides it behind going, plus it'll make you hanging out with them. If you're part of the community, it won't raise suspicion of you, blah, blah, blah. But also in the back of his mind, he's like, yeah, maybe we can get extra information on her, even though they looked into Melinda Donovan Desmond, last name's Desmond. Melinda Desmond, like, she's considered high risk, low return because she's supposed to be supposedly estranged from her husband and her sons, probably because of how he wants the sons to be raised. But, Wise researched into her and he's thinking, well, maybe this is another way. Maybe this is option C to get the mission done. Since Anya with Damien is option B, this is option C, the mommy friends scheme. And this is when Anya is like freaking out because she's like, oh, Anya's gonna go in the trash if she succeeds. And Loid is thinking in his mind, C might happen quick sooner than B because we're waiting on Anya to build her way up. Loid also makes a good argument for her going, I know you have Yuri, but there's some things that you can only talk to your friends about or ladies about, right? So he's all for it. And I like how we can still hear her talking, even though we supposed to focus on his thoughts. She's like, yeah, and it's kind of like you and your friend Frankie. And he's like, oh, yeah, right. And Anya goes, oh, Papa doesn't consider Scruffy Scruff his friend, the poor lad. I think that's messed up. That's messed up, Loid. That's messed up, dog. That's messed up. Here we go. We get them side by side with their black dresses too. I could not pass up on this because it's actually a really good picture. If I could use this for the thumbnail, I would definitely use it for the thumbnail. And so here we go. Anya. This is what Anya says she's going to. Anya's going to go in the trash. She's determined. She wants to win this. And her acting weird has everyone at attention. Even the dog. The dog is like, brr. Excuse me. So she's been motivated. Oh, yeah. This is the battle of friendship schemes. First of all, her and her mom look great. But then Mama Desmond looks funny. And you know what he looks like. A battle that I cannot lose. I know time is winding down, but this was funny stuff for me. So she's like, all right, Papa, I want to go study. He's like, man, she's been motivated lately, oddly. She's thinking up of schemes to get closer. This girl passes out. Just same Anya, same. And so the next day, going into the next day, Yours thinking about friends. And then she goes, oh, wait, I got to ask the shopkeeper if it's okay for that. And he doesn't have a problem with it. But here's the thing. He's like, whatever you do, make sure your husband doesn't suspect that you have political bias, right? Because even though the lady's a conservative, he can't say he can really recommend it, even if she is a conservative. So does that mean that that is your conservative, right? She mentioned that, Yor mentioned that Loid had also met Donovan Desmond and said that he was slightly interested in joining the National Unity Party. And shopkeeper goes, I see. Here's the thing. Does this mean that Yor and her group, the Garden, are also conservative? Because remember, they kill traitors of Ostinia. What is a traitor of Ostinia? Is it someone that's trying to cause war? Is it someone that is selling out secrets to the West? Is it someone that's going to bring the downfall of the country? That can be interpreted so many different ways, because Wise are trying to stop the East from starting a war with the West again, because while the moderate party is in power, the conservative people who want to fight again slowly gaining traction. So, and I hope that your sites telling this to him didn't just put Loid in there in the spotlight. I wonder if somewhere down the road, because I don't think it's happened in the manga yet, will it be like Wise is going, hey, you got to find that Thorn Princess person and stop her and figure out who they're going to kill next, because they're killing way too many important people that's going to stop this potential war from happening. And I wonder if one day, like, the Guardian's going to go, yeah, it's time for you to prune Twilight. You can find him. And eventually they meet up. I hope it's not a thing where Loid is like disguised. I want them to be Mr. and Mrs. Smith, for both of them to go, oh shit, person I've been with. And then they both go, all right, how do we fix this? Funny enough, Wise, for good guys, bad guys, Wise just seem like we don't want a war. The Garden are assassinating people who are traitors. What does traitor mean? Yuri works for the secret police. Secret police go after traitors. So what does all that mean? Although it looks like Yuri, we've seen an episode where Yuri had a soft side for a guy. It's just like, okay, maybe there's some flexibility here. Again, this is all gray. And then the episodes ends with funniness at school, because Anya's telling Becky that she wants to get closer with Damien. And this girl is so funny. This love-struck little girl is so funny, because then she's talking about, oh, there's a plan where you run with a piece of bread in your mouth, and then you run into the person, and then they help you up, and then you both fall in love. And so she buys some yakisoba bread, stuffs it into Anya's mouth, tells her to run it to Damien, and she tries to do friendship clash. It just looks like she's doing a kung fu move. And the homie Damien sidestepped her. And I was like, okay, someone learned to parry. And he's like, I'm not just going to keep on taking your attacks. And she ends up throwing the food at him with her mouth, because he's like, oh, she picked up that bread off the ground. I thought it was intentional. Maybe it wasn't. But now, even his friends are making fun of him, calling him Lord Damien Bun. He looks like Anya. With things on. And they even say it. They say, yeah, you look more like her than anything. And by the way, he wants to punch her. He wants to fight her now at the end of this. Don't do it, because you're going to get Trinitis bolt, which your Melinda friendship level plus 10, Anya and Damien's closeness minus 100 points. This was a fun episode, capped off with some funny stuff. Oh, next episode is 2 parts: White Jealousy and the Eden College bus jacking incident. Ooh, that has my attention. White Jealousy, that's so funny. So I'm giving this episode 5 out of 5, because I like that it focused a lot on Yor, and I like that it went in depth with her thoughts, her hopes and her wishes, what she's hoping to accomplish. The fact that it's funny, she doesn't want to get found out, but at the same time, it's like she really wants to work at this. I like it. I like it a lot. So let me know what you think. Really enjoyed this. Funny enough, even though I got more of like the characters I craved to see from last week, I really like this a little bit more. This was good. This was really good. I'm looking forward to next week's, especially that bus jacking. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below, please. Do not forget, hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to be notified of more reviews like this. And check out that Patreon link in the description down below, guys. So please, be good, be blessed. Drink some water, wash your hands. I hope you had a fun and safe Halloween weekend. All right? Remember, be good to yourself, be good to others. Either way it goes, please don't be a jerk. And I know things are rough and things are hard right now. Really, really hard right now. So do not feel like you're alone. Please reach out to someone, talk to someone. There are people out there that would rather talk to you today than to miss you and mourn you tomorrow. So please reach out to someone. My social medias are in my description down below. Please give me a follow, say hello, be mellow. We'll be good to go. All right. By the way, I just started doing videos on TikTok too. So make sure you follow me everywhere. All right. Until next time, guys. Waku waku.